Happy 4th of July, Randy. I hope you have some wonderful festivities planned. Fireworks, barbecue, all of that great stuff that represents America. In the meantime, I'm going to put together something that does a great job of representing America. No, not New York City, and not these buildings here either, even though the Flatiron Building is probably my favorite building. The New York Tribune once called the Flatiron Building a stingy piece of pie, the greatest inanimate troublemaker in New York. Instead of these four symbols of capitalism, I thought I would focus instead on the one symbol of the thing that makes America truly worth celebrating: liberty. The Statue of Liberty, as I'm sure you've heard before, was a gift from the French people to America. It's both a celebration of the alliance of our two countries during the American Revolution and of the recent victory at the time by the Union over the Confederacy in 1865. Two important steps toward liberty in our nation's history. And Randy, I like the Statue of Liberty because it's a reminder of the power and danger of nationalism. A reminder we certainly need on this Independence Day of 2017. To think of the American Revolution as nationalistic, I think, misses an important nuance of the time. At that point, the individual colonies were seen as their own territories, not quite nations perhaps, but states of a sort. Nationalism, as we know it today, would have meant a resistance to the unity of these colonies. Every colony for itself, New Yorkers for New Yorkers, Pennsylvanians for Pennsylvanians, whatever Connecticut people are for Connecticut people. I see the coming together of these 13 colonies at the time to be quite the opposite of nationalism today. The Continental Congress, in a way, was like a European Union, but for America. An American Union. This was a union threatened by rising nationalism in the 1800s. This Southern nationalism led to the Civil War, with the South Brexiting because being decent human beings that don't own other human beings would be bad for their individual economies. They chose nationalism, their own immediate self-interests over unity. So it's no wonder that Abraham Lincoln looked back on the Declaration of Independence in his speeches throughout the Civil War, reminding Americans that all men are created equal and have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is the America I celebrate on this day, not a specific nation with specific borders or specific leaders, but a set of ideals that all humans have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that self-governance and resistance to tyranny is vital to protecting those rights, not just for ourselves, but for each other. And this little statue, the real one is much bigger, is a great reminder of those ideals and our history with its inscription of July 4th, 1776, commemorating our Declaration of Independence and the sonnet by Emma Lazarus on a plaque inside the statue's pedestal, reading, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuse of your teeming shore, send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door." At the time of its unveiling, not everybody was happy with Lady Liberty, understandably so. The Cleveland Gazette ran a piece saying the statue, torch and all, should be shoved into the ocean until the liberty of this country is such as to make it possible for a colored man to earn a respectable living for himself and family without being Ku Kluxed, perhaps murdered, his daughter and wife outraged, and his property destroyed. And women's groups were appalled at using a woman to represent liberty in a country where women didn't have the right to vote. Yet. And yet is the really important piece that we need to remember on this Independence Day. The Statue of Liberty isn't a mission accomplished banner. It's not meant to say, you won the revolution, here's a statue. It's a lighthouse guiding our way to a better future, a better America, and a better world. And we can never let that light go out. See you soon.